They claim I have resigned. I don't remember tendering in a resignation letter. I am still an employee of Central Nyanza Conference. The day we will start preaching the truth is the day we shall begin to suffer persecution. So before we begin to suffer persecution, no, we have not yet started preaching the what? The truth. I'm not so sure how this thing has gone so round until Mokoro is the target. And there is so much on social media about me. There is a write-up on all the offshoot churches in this country. And one of those offshoot churches they claim is called King's Ministers Melodies, led by Pastor Elizabeth Mokoro. I think the person wrote Mokoro. And they say, I have a church called Mount Zion. I am the pastor of that church. Permit me clarify a few things. Not just to you seated here, because we are online. And I'm aware we are online. If you want to look for me, come for me. Don't go through some expose that I called a failed journalistic capability. And then you narrow down to Mokoro. They claim that I am the leader of King's Ministers Melodies. If you know that singing group, look for it, ask them for their leader. I am not the leader of King's Ministers Melodies. I have never been. Number two, they claim I am the pastor of Mount Zion. I am not. I have never been a pastor of Mount Zion. I am a member of Mount Zion. Just like a pastor from the conference has a church where he worships, is it? Yeah. Number three, you can check with my employer. I have not resigned. Still an employee. They say I've resigned to start my church, and now I am a social media preacher. You see the way you have invited me to preach, and you have this thing on social media now, so I've made myself a social media preacher. Let it go on record, I'm preaching in Nairobi East, and we have an online audience, so you will find us on social platforms. That doesn't make Mokoro a social media preacher. They claim I have pulled children from Kisumu boys and asked them to quit school. I have never preached in Kisumu boys. I have never interacted with an Adventist group in Kisumu boys. I have never spoken to any student in Kisumu boys. Not even prayed for and with. They claim I am telling people to remove children from school and homeschool them because that is true education. That my own children I have removed from Migosi SDA school and they are in the house. Let it go on record. I have a responsible husband. He makes choices on where his children go to school. My children, our children, are not in Migos SDA. They used to. They have shifted from a school in Kenya to a school in the US. That is what you want to hear. And they are students in Griggs International Academy, a program of Andrews University, which is a university for which church? This church. Let it go on record. I have 4 children in Greeks, the second largest distance learning education in this world, certified by many bodies, including AAA, which is our body. You can check with Greeks whether the Mokoros are there. I have 1 adult child, young adult, that is in Kisumu Polytechnic. So I cannot ask you to pull your children from school and mine are in where? School. Why am I saying this? I've just received a call. Police are looking for me. Okay? They have gone where we worship, a Land Cruiser with 3 police officers. They are asking, wapi kanisa ya Pastor Mokoro? Hii wiki yetu hii ikiisha ni by grace. So tunaweza shikwa hapa kwa hii kanisa. I'm not soliciting for anybody's sympathy. I am soliciting for your prayer. Nothing else. The way they prayed for Peter while in prison is all I'm soliciting from you and anyone who cares to listen. So if you want me, come for me. Don't go round. If I preach any heresy in this church, stop me. And that reminds me, we have YouTube channels that have taken these sermons, edited, and given them interesting titles. And they operate like they are mine. That has made us do our official accounts on social media platforms. When you want to listen to Mokoro, look for our official accounts. If you want to listen to Gata sermons, edited, given interesting topics and titles, you can look for the others. Ours officially is PR.Elizabeth Mokoro. Official. And this week, if you want to look for us in Nairobi East. Those 2 channels, the rest I have no idea. The YouTube channel and all our other social media platforms are very young. We just did them in January to curb the misstatements people are making about Mokoro. I believe in one thing. When the course is right, move forward, leave the rest to Christ. So if you hear any Land Rover here, don't run away. It is Pastor Mokoro they have come for.